Starting off here, guys. Hey, just tuning up and checking in our sound levels. If we hit 9 p.m. Japan time. Second here. Make sure we're live. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know where you're listening from. Hello. I think we're good. Starting off here, guys. Hey. All right. Beautiful. This is this will be recorded as an archive second live stream for my new YouTube channel, Super Logical. Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Greg Sullivan, director and founder of JCETI, Japan Center for Extraterrestrial Intelligence here in Tokyo, Japan, Shibuya. We're just a 10-minute walk from the world's largest intersection. You can't see out the window here, but we've been looking at the skies over the most densely populated city in the world for the last year or so. And in this spot, so many live streams we've done in Japan on our main channel with thousands of subscribers and guests watching and taking part. And we've followed the action real time throughout the whole pandemic and everything else to go with that. And we've done work all along the way here, so it's just another day, and in some ways, but right now you can hear the echo in the room here. It's a very poignant day for me as we're moving location. JCETI HQ is moving, so I've literally got movers downstairs banging around. You might hear them in the background, but yeah, oftentimes new ideas and new projects, new intersections, new timelines, weave themselves in interesting ways. So thanks for tuning in. Hi, Mark. Thanks for C5UK, James. It was great to be with you guys on the podcast Up the Vibe with Joe and James the other day. So man, this global, worldwide effort is really picking up, and it's amazing to be a part of it. And I think time zone wise, we are the first. So I will just give a greeting. And again, this very impromptu and organic global meditation was facilitated by James and Celia in Canada, Rama Mission, Sinir in Israel and Tel Aviv, CE5 Poland, CE5 Academy, Ashley Epstein is joining in, JCETI and AA community on Damien in Australia played a big part here. So yeah, thanks so much for everyone. And we haven't met each other, and most of us have spoken very little just on Messenger over the years, but it's man, if there was any time to really put our minds together, and it's now, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we're hitting so many brick walls, and then turning on the manifestation projector is really important, I think, these days. So ET contact and manifestation are actually really intertwined, and it seems like turning on that cosmic consciousness and really bringing it down to the physical level here is the world's as the ascension process continues in this global purge, this enormous purge of collective shadow. We really, all the themes we've learned and all the inspiration we've gathered from the stars is now being absorbed like a sponge into the earth and through our collective human consciousness. 皆さん、日本の皆さんも見てますね。はい、よろしくお願いします。同時にライブストリームしてますね。今日は英語ですね。ちょっと珍しい機会で、a shout out to the Japanese crew here. We have just started this channel, so I did a series of videos, CE5 Inside, which I plan to continue, of course, but it got a little confusing with people seeing me streaming in Japanese all the time and trying to rummage through our playlist. So I went ahead and made this new channel. So super logical is an amazing keyword for me. It is not a word in the English dictionary, but it comes from D.T. Suzuki, the world of Zen Buddhism. He introduced Zen to the Western world in the 60s, I believe. And that word was very powerful because it means, it has several meanings to me, but the ET guides use this. It was the ultimate message that appeared on a trip to the White Mountains hiking in New Hampshire. And some people may have heard the story before, but I was tuning into synchronicity, and they actually, this really magical thing happened where part of my old cell phone, the place where it would say Verizon or T-Mobile or whatever, changed to the word superlogical suddenly. And we were in a dead zone in the mountains on the highway in New Hampshire. So it was technically impossible and at the time to get that. And it was also technically impossible to have any changes happen at the cell phone where that happened. So it was like, really, really high strangeness through the cell phone there and a message saying that, yes, the superlogical is real and very tangible. I got a doorbell ring. 1 second. I'll be right back. Movers. Hi. Craziness here. Okay, so today is we've got the official name here. So the peaceful manifestation meditation, International Coalition for Human Initiated Contact. So all the groups coming in, and we're all gonna have a archive left over. Hi from the Netherlands. Hi, how are you? So it'll be great to have this as a medley, and it's a new moon, Pisces new moon, I believe. So that's often a great chance for purging or new starts. And so basically, this is a great timing. I know a lot of people are doing the meditations around the world, and I have been prompted to do something in Japan here too, of course. So this all came together super naturally, super organically. So here, from now into the next time zones, heading into Australia, I believe, or and also going into Europe, Africa, and then also finally into Canada and North America. Each group will be doing their stream and leaving an archive. So I'm sure this will be all saved and shared in the Facebook groups, whatever. But again, this is we've from this neighborhood we've done a lot of great work, and it's the end of a cycle here. So what a powerful time here tonight. Regarding the current events, we did actually address this. Every month we do a group meditation in our community, our online community. We have several, in JCETI, we have several different gatherings going on, both on and offline. And for 2 years we've done a group kind of ascension work, ascension modulated work called Energy Bath, which sort of refers to the feeling that you get when you're in the field and surrounded by ships and beings, and it's just that kind of dreamlike state of being surrounded by higher dimensional energy. But so during that time, we had an amazing medley of guides come in. Normally, it's connecting to the ET guides energetically, and each group has a different theme. Over the last few years, or last year or so, we've had beings coming in from Atlantean timelines. That's a big part of this. The whole very focused on ascension themes as well here. Even getting into the different ET agendas and the hidden human history and all this stuff. It gets so deep. So just last week, of course, with the aggression and the actions occurring in Eastern Europe. And the Russian area, Eastern Bloc area, the ETs were set to address that, and we had an amazing medley occur where first we had some Syrian guides, I believe, a crew of ships that we connected with, and then the 5D Earth, New Earth, you might call it. It's sometimes called New Earth, beings from the future timelines of Earth, a much more peaceful and advanced consciousness, not in the too distant future, are also now reaching back and helping us, pulling us up by the bootstraps. And these timeline shifts occur almost like 1 millimeter at a time. It's changing timelines can be very sudden and dramatic, but it's also like this manifestation or co-creative, use of consciousness, where the more you gain momentum in a positive direction, small shifts building can be exponential in the end. So then those beings connected with us, and then we ended up penetrating into the going down back towards the Earth from space, and it was the first where we actually accessed what seemed to be this layer of collective human consciousness. So, of course, the ETs, we got this big kind of like download from the Syrians, and then dropped that into the collective human consciousness, and as you might imagine, with all the CE5 groups, and anytime we connect with the guides like this, it's we're on the cutting edge energetically and light code wise, DNA code wise. So we're opening up a portal and a vessel to take in this new energy, which would then be shared across all of humanity, scalarly, or in the different kind of technologies that we might even not be aware of. We of course are not aware of with our current level of scientific understanding. But so we provide this physical transduction, or we're the transformer, where we take on this enormous capacitive energy, and it goes into the cells of our group, and then comes out and across to places and people we have never met or will ever meet, both in current timelines and past timelines, also future timelines. So it gets pretty deep. But then finally, in this medley of work we did last week, we also went into the Earth. And of course, with the Middle East, we are aware that a lot of the Earth grid has been, in the past, several thousand years, either damaged or psychometrized negative energy. So this was the case, of course, first and foremost in the Middle East, and then these loops of war and strife, places like that are often, the problem originates in or on the Earth field itself. So the guides then took us consciously or energetically into the Earth, where we saw a lot of the inner Earth bases, kind of what we might say as the inner and underwater, inner Earth and underwater ET bases, kind of connecting and beaming from the ground up to this Eastern European area to provide support and stabilization, is kind of the feeling I got. So that was a really very poignant, and we had done clearings on the Diamond Princess here in Yokohama, which had one of the earliest corona clusters, and very timely work with the guides all throughout the last 2 years of this pandemic, so that they were ready to go on this one too, of course, and it was interesting to get that. So that's what I like to make a theme of the meditation tonight, is this sort of the upper sandwich, where we're connected to the cosmos, the inner Earth, and the Earth, Gaia herself, of course, comes in at the end, Gaia, and then our hearts. We're sandwiched in between, this amazing package of energy and love and kindness. So without further ado, before I pass it off to all the other groups, I don't want to go on too long here, but thanks for watching and tuning in. And the amazing thing about Zoom and all the online tools is that the energy really translates. This is the Aquarian age, and the element of air. So the electric communication here has been amazing, not only in the fact that we're able to transmit information electronically, but it's unbelievable how powerful and how much feedback we get from people on our normal live streams who are, whether it be a musical performance of mine or a guided meditation or full-blown energy work. We've done all sorts of variations of these, and the effects are really powerful. So we have people, even with the replay, even those who don't watch in real time seem to have amazing results. And I have this whole archive of work we've done over the last 2 years or so, since YouTube really took off big time here in Japan. So yeah. Okay, great. So I think that gives enough background. I don't want to ramble here too much, but JCETI, Greg Sullivan again here, broadcasting from Shibuya, Japan, Tokyo, center of Tokyo. So I like to get in. If we want to, I have. We've collected a sort of mini manifesto here, which I'll get to at the end. And I think we agreed in the chat here that that would be better to build up to. So this is a timely address to not only connect all of the groups, many groups that have sprung out of the CU5 movement. Of course, there's people who couldn't join this time, but we'll probably do it again, of course. But I think the spontaneity here has been key. And of course, the goal is the same, getting beyond all the agendas and all the spin. The social media has been full of disinformation on this news as well already. So really just connecting into that deep neutrality and getting, I think cosmic consciousness is also very neutral. So really getting beyond all the hooks and triggers that are all part of a psyop in any shape or form that it comes to you. But so we're kind of reprogramming and trying to recalibrate our understanding and our perspective on the current events. Everyone around the world is tired. We've been worn down, physically exhausted, emotionally exhausted, mentally exhausted. So just keeping your own stature, your own kind of everyday scenario going is enough on its own. But now, with these global, more threatening global disasters and onslaught of war and strife is sort of the last thing we all need, I think, right? So this is an override. The ETs are always, the guides are always game for overriding, resetting, and also manifesting that highest timeline. はい、皆さん今ちょっと英語の誘導してますね。突然にいろんな C5 のグループが世界中から同感して、心を合わせることにしたんで、ウクライナとかね、今回の戦時上について上回るような瞑想をしたいと思います。お願いします。Okay, so everyone, let's get into a comfortable position if you would, and this is just going to be a kind of a real rough guidance here, but I always like to do a quick release in the beginning, so we'll do the release affirmation, which goes like, I release all ... that's not my own. And then we go through a list of negative emotions and things that we pick up as empaths or HSP, highly sensitive people, that are not our own. So in order to connect to the highest guidance and the highest type of highest dimensions out there, it's important to keep our own channels clean and clear. So in order to clear and connect, let's go through the affirmation, please. And you can repeat in a soft voice or in your own inner voice, or you can shout it out loud if you're alone. But I'm going to go through a list of about 5 or 6 here. So I release all anxiety that's not my own. I release all anxiety that's not my own. I release all fear that is not my own. I release all fear that is not my own. You might have seen the videos about the mass formation, this kind of collective anxiety, just this cloud hanging. So that is also, it's a static cloud of anxiety around the world, but there's also a lot of active negative energy pinging around here and there, so everywhere. So it's important to try and release that, anything that's not our own. I release all anger that's not my own. I release all stress that's not my own. I release all worry that's not my own. I forget how to say it in English sometimes. I release all thought forms that are not my own. Excellent. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Yeah, so then you can really feel the energy field loosening up, and this we become a much more pliable receptor for the energies that are ready and willing to come in. Beautiful. Can you feel the change? Also becoming aware of your own body. We are a receptor, a sender and receiver of information and energy. So Whether it's in the field of CE5 or doing any other type of work with these kind of higher dimensional beings, the more capacity we can enlarge, expand our body, our light body to hold, the more shift we can induce in this dimension. So that's the ultimate goal of grounding and neutrality as well for me. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so wow, I feel like we're standing on the edge of this enormous wave here, and man, this is, of all the over all the years of going back and forth and exchanging information online and people gathering more and more under the moniker of CE5. It's amazing, and now we're really let's use that foundation globally to really just the manifestation engine is chugging. It's easier than ever to manifest, and that's something that we've all been kind of offline. Our modern society has really disempowered us. Media and the whole state of the world has just been a complete total mass disempowerment. So really trying to get above that, override that, and overcome those barriers and limits is such a key part of contact now, I think. Okay, so let's do an all call. Let's start with the Syrians. There are a lot of Syrian people in the CE5 community, bookworms and engineers, and yeah. So we'll call in the Syrian Council, feline beings, lion beings, lots of my star family, of course. Of course, the Pleiadian groups on all dimensions, Orion Council of Light, and Arcturians, Andromedan Council. Man, so many star seeds and indigos in our community. So becoming aware of your galactic roots is key. So as another such a support, connecting with your actual star family. Let's close the gap between the guides and ourselves. Let's close the gap between ETs and realize that they are star family, genetic, human lineage, galactic beings. Lyrian energy coming in. Wow. Of course the future timelines, New Earth, huge one. This piece, the guy that came in was called Bay, BEA. So, I feel connecting into the future timelines of Earth, the positive ascension, and especially in this meditation, the New Earth, grounded in New Earth timelines, reaching down to help us. Help pull us up. Their feelers are kind of reaching down, reaching over the dimensional wall, and it just takes a little bit. It just takes a little bit to change the timeline. Just shift a few millimeters, and you're on that new diagonal trajectory. We'd like to shift more than a few millimeters today. Let's do a few kilometers then. So, and then connecting, of course, to all the CE5 network. I call it the Skynet, the CE5 Skynet. From the get-go and all through the work of JCETI on through the years, and all of our JCETI points all around Japan, all the 11 years of work we've done here. There's a resident field connecting around the world as well, and all the other teams, all the other groups, all the other individuals who have opened up portals and opened up connections vertically and horizontally in their locations to the higher dimensional fields. We tune into this network and activate it. Yeah, I'm really charging up now. So then being able to connect around the world to all the nature spirits and all the nature spirits and nature kingdoms, nature itself, and Mother Earth, Gaia Sophia. So then we feel all this support coming from up and diagonally to your body. And then also we draw our attention down deep into the earth, the liquid crystal plasma grid, energy grids that are inside the earth core, inner earth beings, in interdimensional portals and interdimensional spaces of the many inner earth races and ET bases in and around the earth. So we give a permission and we ask for support in this time of intense need, helping to stabilize our emotional fields and reaching beyond the personal level, reaching beyond the community level, reaching beyond the country level into the collective human consciousness, collective human unconsciousness. All the roots and the inner shadow, the collective shadow that is still trying to release through this current situation. Going beyond all political agendas, all masks, all country names, all politician names, all faces, all places, to the unbounded consciousness, the actual root of the issue. And asking for healing light, calling in the aurora energies and other intelligent energy fields and rays, the rainbow rays, platinum rays, that will help to transmute and neutralize any vibration that doesn't match the higher timelines that we're trying to incorporate and embody today. Take a deep breath, and we feel ourselves being squeezed between this enormous love sandwich, and we receive this energy. We are a transductor of higher dimensional frequency, higher dimensional consciousness, grounding it into the earth field itself on so many levels and layers. I feel all of us giving a deep permission and consent to take part in this process. As the guides pressing the accelerator, more and more energy dumping down. Beautiful, wow. We've done so many of these in Japanese, it's strange to do it in English. And you feel your field expanding, the cosmic egg of your own energy field, light body becoming platinumized, spiritualized. Anything that doesn't vibe or jive with these energies being easily and smoothly released, so we can become a new kind of antenna and a new kind of battery for these energies that we desperately need to hold and ground in at this time. Anchoring in, coming down through the crown chakra, the center line. Everyone is opening up their internal chakra systems, the Shishima center line. Coming down, we bring in this ET support down through the crown chakra, down through the third eye, through the throat, at your own pace, into the upper body, upper chest, through the heart center, through the solar plexus, down into the lower body, the Dantian, and out the root chakra, down plugging into the earth field wherever we are located. And this, again, neutralizing and spiritualizing the earth field, earth grid, wherever we are. And then we connect laterally across the earth through this collective capsule, collective vessel, this meditation tonight. And this energy will be saved in this archive to be accessed and revitalized, rejuvenated at any time in the future to come. Ah, beautiful, listening. Wow. It almost feels like your body, we are being overlighted by so many different beings and groups as we provide this enormous energy vessel. This stream will be tuned into a next one and the next one after that, and this chain of light, this will collect globally to connect to create this amazing portal, this amazing chance for healing and manifestation today. Let's hold another few minutes, 2 minutes of silence here as we get any messages, images, and actually envision what we would like to. We have to, if the more we can actually envision the timeline we want to be on, the timeline, the world we want to live in, the better. Seeing weapons be dropped and tanks pulled home, agreements being met, and most importantly, new realizations that the way things have been done up until now and the puppet master behind the scenes control is no longer going to be able to continue on this new earth. And we'll also bring in the Nihon Shinkai, gods and, Shinto gods and goddesses of Japan. All the beautiful saints and sages and masters to play their part in this global meditation today. Wow, okay, ooh. Hi, amazing. So let's, almost there. Well, let's give it one more minute and I'll read the collective statement here. If you hold your palms open, imagine this amazing rainbow sparkling energy completely drenching and saturating your entire energy body, your entire all of your cells as it passes like a scan out the feet and into the earth. And we do a timeline jump, connecting into the earth through the feet, out the crown chakra to the center of the galaxy, great central sun. Oh, cleansing rain's just falling now. And we connect to the highest primary timeline on this day, the new moon, March 2nd, 2022. Rain started falling just now, wow. So, and we release all secondary timelines. And we release all tertiary timelines. Collapsing all parallel timelines and false realities, inserted timelines, manipulated timelines. And we give our message to the watchers of the cosmos, the guardians of the galaxy, and the keepers of the earth kingdom and humanity. It is in peace and reconciliation, with deep sorrow and concern, we speak out to you for the beginnings of this war now occurring in Ukraine. We ask for unity to arrest this violence and destruction, and to bring this war to a just end, and for your protection for all innocent victims and everyone directly involved in military action in Ukraine and in Russia. Consider extending from the cosmos for the spiritually impaired. We understand that just 15 seconds with our cosmic friends is worth 15 years of therapy. We are not too evolved for interventions, and we are still growing in our awareness of our own intentions and actions. Intervention required, intervention wanted, intervention as one. With love, humans of Earth. Thank you, Damien from Australia. Wow, so let's sit with this for one more minute or so. Connecting into the zero point of the chest here, between the third and fourth chakra. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I end with an amazing word of thanks for all the teams, all the people who have been involved in doing their work, and for the amazing job for the community and our amazing Japan community, all the light workers here, all of our staff. It's going to be an amazing year. We're still in hibernation, but let's look forward to a lot of amazing contact work this year, and new connections, new collaborations, and amazing manifestation in the future. Thank you. Greg Sullivan signing off, JCETI Japan. Thank you, CE5 Japan. Much love, everyone. Thanks. Have a great March. Have a great new moon. See you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye. これで終わります。お疲れ様でした。